thought that I would explain really quickly why I say that I am grateful. I'm grateful for every ounce of suffering I've endured. A lot of people can't understand that, and that's okay. I'm glad you don't have to understand it. When you're someone that's been through a lot of back-to-back trauma, when you're someone that's had near-death experiences, and when you're someone that's just been through a lot of trauma, when you get a moment to breathe, every time you get a moment to breathe, it's like taking your first breath. It's like seeing the world with new eyes. It's like being reborn. Last week I went swimming in the ocean. Something I thought I'd never get the chance to do again. I was swimming in the ocean with the love of my life, without a care in the world, and I felt safe, wrapped up in the earth. Being able to taste the seawater in my mouth without dying. Just to be able to touch that water without dying. Like it was some kind of magic. That is what love is. That is when I was out there in the ocean with Mike, my love. I was floating around and I was just swimming, and I was looking around at everything, and I was looking at him. I yelled out that I was grateful. I said, "Thank you, Earth. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God." I say that every single day of my life. And I say it for everything new that I get to explore that doesn't kill me. Because it's like I'm a child exploring everything all over again. Taking it all in like it's the first time and the last time. And thoroughly enjoying the taste of life. I wouldn't have been able to experience what true joy is had I not gone through the terrible, torturous events that I've gone through in my life. And that's not to say that they weren't wrong or bad, because it's an understatement to say that. But had I just gone through life not experiencing what I experienced, I would be like everybody else. Going out into the world, going to work, coming home, cooking food, arguing with their significant other. They would go swim in the ocean. They would be happy swimming in the ocean, but not know what joy is. They wouldn't understand. They wouldn't be capable of understanding how in that moment, in all of those moments, how connected we are to every fiber in the universe, and how we all share this energy space, and how amazed you are by just everything. I've watched a flower bloom because I had all the time in the world to do it. And I sat there, and I didn't take my eyes off of it. Hours go by. And it was the slowest fucking thing ever. But I was there to witness it. And that was a blessing. I was so grateful for that. And most people will never understand. And that's okay. I hope they never have to understand. The other day, my significant other, Mike, he bought me flowers. Really, for the first time since he met me. Because I could finally smell flowers and not die. And he said to me, "Thank you for showing me what a healthy relationship is. Thank you for being that for me." Because he gets to buy me flowers just because he loves me and wants to make me smile every day. And not because he did something wrong. And that was probably the best compliment I've maybe almost had. That's another thing. Within relationships, your relationships become different because you value different things. All this trauma that I've been in for so long makes me really, really pay attention to the needs of my love. Makes me hyper-focused on their needs. He's already hyper-focused on mine, but I'm hyper-focused on his. And we happily know exactly what the other one needs and when. We both take in each other's essence every single day, and we hold on to those as meaningful thoughts that we never want to forget. Like last week when we were in the ocean. The first time I got into the water in a lot of years. He was just looking at me. And I was just laughing and floating and touching him and just having a wonderful time being in this, being held by the earth, being able to breathe. And afterward, he just randomly, like, I don't know what I was doing. I was cleaning something or whatever. And he was just randomly like, "You were beautiful in the ocean." I was like, huh? Like, what do you mean? And he was just looking at me and he was like, "You were beautiful in the ocean." He was like, "You were laying back and the water was coming up on you and you were laughing and smiling. And that picture is ingrained into my brain forever. Like it's the only image I keep seeing in my brain. And you were beautiful in the ocean." And when he tells me these things, he kind of like breaks down and cries for a minute, just a second, because he's just so amazing like that. Like, he really loves me. And these moments are moments that we dreamed about while I was in the hospital. The many times I was in the hospital, basically dying or being abused by medical staff. The last time I was hospitalized, I didn't think I was going to make it, and my organs were failing. And he was so upset. He was crying and crying and crying. And he kept telling me think about all the things we're going to do in Florida. We're almost there. Keep thinking about all those things that we're going to do. And he would be on the phone and I would be literally in this hospital bed dying, with my organs shutting down, because he couldn't see me. And he'd be talking about all the things we're going to do in Florida. We're going to swim in the ocean together. We're going to go on nature trails. We're going to do all these things. And now we are. And it's just the most wonderful thing in the world. It's the most wonderful thing in the whole world. And I wouldn't have been able to experience that kind of joy had it not been for my illness. And that is why I'm grateful. Joy is different than happiness. Joy is like heavenly, as if it came from somewhere else, somewhere magical. It encompasses everything all at once. I just wanted to say that.